I mean, it's an added bonus to get to live in a castle and be in Scotland. So
With me?
with Celine. So
when you guys were approached about this show, what were your first thoughts, and did you have hesitation to do it?
I did have hesitation to do it because I just don't trust myself in a competitive atmosphere. Like, I'm competitive and I didn't want to lose, frankly. I don't want to be a big loser on TV, so I didn't want to put myself in a position that would, be designed for that. But the fact that it was in this gorgeous castle in Scotland with Alan and my Bravo friends and family really sold me.
The fact that I would, I've always, Shah in Farsi means king, so Shahs of Sunset. I wanted to be the Shah of Iran when, like, my mom, when I was a little kid, she's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'm like, I want to be the Shah. I've always wanted to wear a crown and, like, hold a scepter. So it just was, like, on brand with who I am, and I wanted to, like, bask in the glory and splendor of living in a castle.
It was a dream come true for you.
It was a homecoming. It literally was, basically.
Okay, yeah, right.
It was a
felt
dream
so
come true.
natural.
Totally.
Yeah.
I didn't personally. I was excited just to get out of my house and go do a game show that was like not like a Bachelor or a Housewives where you're being judged as a human. You're actually there to win a prize and play a game.
Yeah, I think same. I think for me, my experience on TV has been, interesting. The Bachelor was obviously an incredible experience, but it was so personal. It was something that would affect the rest of my life. And so it felt a little bit more lighthearted, even though the type of game that we were playing was not lighthearted. But yeah, for me, it was really cool to kind of do something different.
I didn't have any hesitation. I was like, murder mystery in a castle in Scotland, sign me up. I feel like this is such a Rachel show. I mean, honestly, for me, it's just, it's so epic, and I'm so excited to be part of it.
What about you, Kyle?
Honestly, my only hesitation was work. I had filmed Winter House for 2 weeks, about a month prior, and I'm trying to expand and take my business Loverboy, to the next level. So it was daunting because it's not only are you going to Scotland, you're handing in your phone and your computer, and you're basically cut off from the outside world. And I've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
So, at least in Summer House, it's it's on the weekends, but then we go back to the city and I go back to work. So for me, but then I started thinking about it, I'm just gonna always be that, the party guy. If I don't do something different. So it was an opportunity to kind of branch out. And then once you read the plot and you understand how the show works, or at least how you think it works, it's kind of a no-brainer because it just sounds like thrilling, exciting television.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of drama and suspense and treachery and oh my gosh, it's epic.
Oh, not for me. And to get out of New Jersey and go on a Scottish adventure and live in a castle, I was like, sign me up immediately.
I mean, once I, figured out I could leave my 3 kids for, extended amount of time if I lasted that long, it was a no-brainer because what an awesome opportunity and adventure and a place I'd never been, and it's the first time it's ever going to air in the United States. So
true.
Yeah.
What about you, Pudding?
The concept of the show really grabbed my attention because right before I had been offered to go on a different show, and I was like, I don't know if it's for me. This one, the concept was incredible, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can pass this one up. I'm not big on just jumping on all the shows.
Right. No.
And so this one, when the concept came up, I was like, ooh, I love that. That's fascinating to me. I mean, it's an added bonus to get to live in a castle and be in Scotland. So
With me?
with Celine. So it was all around the best decision I've ever
my
made.
chopped liver.
And Stephanie.
I want to know, when you guys got cast, were you hoping, obviously we can't spoil who the traitors are. Were you hoping you were a traitor or you weren't? What were the pros and cons in your head? Do you guys think you're good liars? What, did you want to be a traitor? Did you not want to be? Talk to me about that.
I'll tell you this much. I thought for sure he would be a traitor. No offense. Love you.
Yeah.
I thought, he's definitely going to be a traitor. He's such a traitor. I didn't feel I think people will be surprised to know that I didn't feel confident. If I was given traitor, I would take traitor and I would do the best traitor I could, but I wouldn't say I'm the best liar. Even before I announced this, people were like, would you like a drink? I'm like, antibiotics! And I would just panic. I can't lie. So, I don't know.
So, looking like this, you know, in America. Like, I got profiled at the airport a little earlier. I was gonna embrace whatever came my way, but I was not wanting to go down like that, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I was hoping...
Not good for your brand.
Yeah, and when I was reading the stuff that you have to put your John, you know what, on before you show up, there were things that I read in there and I was like, oh, like, I need to be careful because there might be a you know, like, I did not want all that stigma that goes along with
For me personally, I wanted to be a faithful because I felt like it'd be easier to get through the game without lying. I'm not a good liar. And so I was like hoping that I wasn't gonna get selected. But you know, people get chosen for specific reasons and you'll have to see who gets chosen.
Yeah, and for me, like, obviously people know I'm very straightforward and, you know, I say it like it is. And so I wanted to challenge myself, and I got some books on manipulation and lying ahead of time. And so I was open to whatever. I didn't know how I was gonna do at either thing. I mean, I think, never mind. I'm choking, I'm losing.
No, it's hard to say without giving it away.
Without giving things away, sorry.
Well, Amanda told me I am the world's worst liar. So she was like, you don't want to be a traitor. But in a weird way, when he was making the rounds, yeah, I was actually like, why not? I feel like
fun.
I feel like not knowing anything about the game, I thought being a traitor out of the gate would give you some type of competitive advantage.
I didn't care either way, to be honest. I was like, I just want to win this. And so in my head, I'm so laser focused that I was like, I have a game strategy for traitor, I have a game strategy for faithful. So whatever I am, I feel like I just have to kind of like manipulate my strategy. But in my head, I was just thinking the whole time, like, I don't care whose side I'm on, I'm just gonna be like winning. That's all it is. It's all about winning. I think I have a problem.
I'm just gonna go first. After Snake in the Grass, we can
True.
be a liar. I was really hoping to be a faithful. Go ahead.
Fair.
You know what? I want to say something about that because Janelle actually thought it was Rachel. So it's not that you're a bad liar. It's just that I was on to you because I knew you really well. Because you fooled Janelle. Janelle almost voted Rachel.
True.
So you're not that bad of a liar.
Well, thank you.
Hear that?
No, I'm thinking about that. But anyway, yeah, I was just open. I'm open for an adventure. I'm open for a challenge. If I was a faithful, I was going to find those traitors. If I was a traitor, I was going to not be detected. So I was just happy to be there, basically.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Cody?
I wanted to be a traitor so badly.
Well, I mean, you're like a good guy of Big Brother, right? So you have to like be the villain a little bit, I'm assuming.
I was very interested in that because I did feel like, although Big Brother takes manipulation, I don't feel like I was like a manipulator on Big Brother. I just felt like my relationships helped me grow and get to the points that I did. I don't feel like I was, you know, planting seeds here to try to get this person to go after that person. That's not how I played the game. So I really wanted to try to be a villain.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.